another segment of Who Freaking Knows. I'm Dutchie. This is the channel filled with all the things, especially good vibes. Always good people, right? And you gotta be of age. But hang out with me, vibe with me, chat with me. Please like and subscribe. Be a good human always. Come on now. Hold on. Of course, they get a whiff of air. And they come out. It's like a bat signal that I don't want. I feel like some of them like listen to me out here, you know? And I say awful lot of shit. They're probably like, she's talking about me again. I'm like, no. Maybe, actually. I wonder how many miles I'm gonna get in today. I don't remember yesterday, it was like 7 or 8 or something. But the first day I got 9. But it was on like low intensity. Let's see. And I was like, oh, okay. But yesterday I ended up a little bit. Let's see if we can do that today. Okay. How many miles can I do? Oh, let me do a poll. I always say this when I'm like... Or I can do like a question. I really want my headphone thing now. I'm waiting for good vibes and good chats, y'all. There's a countdown. What's the countdown? What is the countdown? Here, I'm gonna do a question. I'm gonna add this too. I'm gonna Wazam. Alright, hold on. No, Wazam. Dang. There you go. Oh, maybe. Let's put it over here. Okay. Rock band, go. And it could be like any type of rock. Because I was like, you know, I'm down for any type of rock. I've never really gotten into like the heavy like screamo stuff, because like what the heck are they saying, like roar 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 roar, and I'm like, yeah, seems kind of like rowdy and unpredictable or pumping into our brains, you know. And some people are like, I just understand. I'm like, yeah, okay, each is their own though. I like all kinds of rock. I've had the birds listening to a lot of rock in there today. I did just switch it earlier to Goth Babe. That's a good one I wanted to mention earlier. I should have mentioned that earlier. I was thinking I did the floors, and I was like, you know what? There's like, if I start to think about all the music I listen to, I'm like really all over the place. But I'm no gatekeeper, I'll tell you. Impressed with my nose? I hear that often. It's like, is that a troll? What up, Micah? No fishing today. I think it's gonna rain. So I was like, let me lie for a little bit, and then I probably have to be like on it to take the pups out, because I don't know if this is like buying time before it comes down, you know? Yeah, I wish I was fishing. But I am riding a bike right now. It doesn't look like it. Not the same as fishing. By far. There's like a retention-ish pond behind me, but it's so like dried up. It's so sad. Like, shout out to my regular birds that stick around when it gets dry like this. But even when it's full, there's like I've seen a couple things jump in there, but nothing exciting. I've seen those like frogfish things. I forget what they're called. Could be frogfish. But it's literally, they're actually frogs, but it's like the stages of them and they get huge. It's wild. First time I ever seen one, I was like, what the hell is this? The birds eat off of them. What about you? Are you fishing? Yeah. You catch me on my rough days. If I would have maybe kept up with like chorus, I've said that a few times the past like week or two. But not for me. And that could be sarcasm. It could be like, wow, she sucks. It looks like a Pokemon ball every time. Pre. Yeah, that is a good motto. It is. Do you do freshwater fishing or saltwater? Well, tomorrow's Friday. Are you off on the weekends? Oh, hold on, let me turn this pedal around. That was a good idea. I hate the little shoe things on here. I'm like, I don't know if it feels like I'm trapping my feet. They look like some weird Jesus sandals, but they're not. It's weird. My goggles, yeah. AC/DC? Wow, thanks for answering. Random. Isn't it random? Hold on a second. My birds were listening to some AC/DC earlier too. Hold on. Any other ones? Fresh and salt? Okay. Oh, let me check on that. Ugh, 1 second. Just kidding. Are they oversized or are they perfect? That sounds like a little thunder, y'all. Or a time check. Thanks, Micah. I was saying, I don't know if it came out because I had to check on something. What's your like coolest catch today? Like your, what is it? PBC? Is it PBC? Speaking the lingo, you know? I don't know about the words of endearment, but I'm in the US. Guns N' Roses, yes. Of course, of course. Of course, some Lynyrd Skynyrd. I remember I got my dad like a whole like collection of Lynyrd Skynyrd CDs back in the day. He literally was so excited. The little things. I remember too, gave my mom a bunch of clothes. And she literally, I was like, why don't you go put on like something I got you or gave you, you know? And she like something else stuck in her ways, but she goes inside and gets a Lynyrd Skynyrd shirt. I'm like, good choice, but you could have picked so many different things. That's what I think of when I hear Lynyrd Skynyrd. I'm trying to think. It's like pressure when I'm asked it. I ask the question, but it's like pressure to think about. Okay, what are some rock bands, you know? What about a random one? Velvet Revolver. I said Stain earlier, Coldplay. Those are like definitely in the tops for me. I do love some Disturbed, System of a Down. That may be a given, but I will say it. I love them. Oh, thanks, Micah. Age check. Age check in here. Everyone drop your age and astrology sign. You need to be an adult. What's similar about my aura? That's an interesting way to put it. What kind of color do you see? Tell me orange. Thanks, Alex. I had them in pink as well. Musk. Musk mayo. Is it like, you don't smell like musk and mayo, right? We don't judge around here, we listen. Blink 182, duh, I have a Blink 182 flag. Of course, Blink 182. I actually was obsessed with Good Charlotte back in the day, too. And this was when I was like 10 years old, and I thought they were like so punk rock, you know? I'm like, yeah. Simple Plan. Absolutely. I love some AFI, some 311 is like rock-ish, but I feel like it's almost reggae. Like, where else? Where else can we go? I have, of course, a whole rock playlist. I think most people do, right? Okay. I think I remember you before, random. I don't know what your profile picture is, but it almost looks like a bird from a distance. I don't know, Taylor. I don't know. Good luck asking somebody else. Maybe they know. I'm good, Helder. How are you? You like the smell of mayonnaise? How old are you? Nice dentures? No. No, Jeremy. I thought I seen your name before, and I thought you like weren't trolling. I could be wrong. Oh, that's interesting. Demo. Yeah, thanks. Maybe later. I'm like, I don't know. I just went ahead and hid them. They already were getting to the chat before I caught up. Um, that's a no for me, John. And if women have tatted themselves there, then each is their own. I don't know where it became like that name, but no, I do not have one there. Yeah, imagine y'all just focus on my glasses and just imagine in your mind that they're changing colors. Or close your eyes for a second, just like take an imprint of my face with these glasses and close your eyes and imagine. It's like meditation, all. Imagine they're changing colors. It's like a rave effect. Shout out to those little finger puppet ravers. The Offspring, yeah, absolutely. I should go get my other phone and look up names. Because I'm like over here like, wait, what names? There's a bunch of them. I grew up listening to a lot of rock. My dad loved rock, and then I just like went like grudgy with it a little bit. I liked Flyleaf too. I actually didn't know that they were a Christian band for a long time. Five Finger Death Punch. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a throwback. I like Shinedown too. That's a throwback. Metallica. That's how I ended up one way I ended up meeting my best guy friend. I remember like I was like the only goth girl at this school, and there was only a couple goth dudes, but I was the only girl, which was weird. I moved around a lot, and usually there's like a group of them, but I remember that school was definitely weird, and I didn't go there that long, of course. But I remember the girl that was like by my side because of the guidance counselors. They like hook new kids up with like someone to walk around with or like learn things with, which is like essentially a good idea. But she was like opposite of me, but we were both really, really tall. And she was like obsessed with Eminem. But she was like opposite of me, but we really got along and we actually kept in touch for a long time. But anyways, I think about her from time to time. But she was like, I want you to meet such and such. I think you guys would be really good friends. And I was like, okay, sure. And I ended up meeting him and he's like immediately like, do you like Metallica? And I was like, no, they're fucking annoying. They take over the radio station. And he literally walked away. And I was like, what the fuck, you know? Such a telling moment, but we ended up being the closest of friends, like. But he was right. But I like Metallica, but they really did take over the radio. I remember my dad won some tickets from the radio one time for Metallica, and I'm actually really sad we didn't go. I think I was just still a little too young to like appreciate Metallica at that point. But I am really sad. I think about that sometimes because he probably would have like relived like his little rock star vibes for that concert too. No, you're done for life, dude. Why are you in this chat? And I can do whatever I want, squirrely. Thanks, maybe later. I'm just hiding their asses. They come back with that shit, it's like, nah, you're done. But if it's like the one from this morning with like 68 accounts, like, holy shit. All you can really be is like, thanks for the view and sayonara. It's like a Guinness record for them. Tattoos? Who has tattoos in here? Not me. Iron Maiden, yeah. Micah and Random are the only one dropping rock names. I've dropped a few. I'm trying to think. I love some Say Anything. Oh yeah, Say Anything was good. I actually like this underground band too called Red Lipstick Letter. Evanescence. I actually took a picture on my phone to send to my best friend. It was a poster of Evanescence and I was like dying. I'm like, wow, I just got taken back. My dad bought me a karaoke machine one year for Christmas and I would literally sing my little emo heart out. Her song Hello, if you've ever heard of it, like not her just like mainstream songs. Oh my god. I just signed to send that to her. I forgot to send it to her. Guy friends. Scorpions? Oh my gosh. Are you in my brain maybe later? It was an Angel song that was playing for the birds earlier. And I was just talking about my best friend, my best guy friend. His mom, her and I still talk like almost every day. And I sent her a picture. I was like, this is playing in the birds room right now. And she's a Scorpion. She's the only Scorpio in my life. Because they're fucking nuts. But I sent that to her. And it was like something with angels. I forget the name of it. Call an angel or something. But we were just talking about signs. And it was like literally right after that. It was cool. So I'm like, yeah, another sign. We were talking about Black Crowes this morning. They're a goodie. I like the Goo Goo Dolls too, but I don't know how rocky that is. And some of their songs I just like Iris, love it, but I never want to hear it again. Oh yes, The Cure. This is why I kept it open to rock, because like it could be very telling, because I think most people that love rock in general can listen to a lot of different versions of it. Some people can't, but yes. Tom Petty. Dang. Shout out to the Toms. Shout out to the Petty. This isn't really rock, but I love me some John Mayer. Just love me. Love me, John Mayer. He's definitely a good singer. Yeah, to the good ones. Don't show your ass, because don't show your whole ass, because you will get hidden. Yeah, I can't either. I appreciate it. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Yeah, just hidden. I don't mind if, like, people are a little curious, but I am like, you have to have, like, some brain cells in there to know I'm not a man. I'm like, yeah, I get the name, but it's also, like, insulting for people that maybe are, and, like, I don't want people to think they're not welcomed here, you know? But it's rude as hell. It's none of your business anyways, you know? That's where people feel out of place and can't feel like who they want to be. But my situation is like, if you know, you know. If you don't fucking know, it don't fucking matter, you know? You're losing out here. Not only on the good souls and the good vibes, but me. Because I'm awesome. Because the good souls in here are awesome. I was like, what is that little bell? I heard a little bell. I don't know if it was the bike or what. Send me an angel. Yes. That's what it was. Thanks, Sean. $20 or $28? I don't know. I guess it's kind of a compliment, but I don't think I'd go back to 20. I don't know about all that. Oh my gosh, I saw your age earlier. I think maybe later. You want to refresh my brain? I've been... I don't know. I don't know, Drew. Yeah, you. I think I saw your age in the chat. The live this morning. Going back to 80 or 90, like the year? Because that would make you like, what, 100? Like what? Hello, said hi. I'm trying to think of some other goodies. Obviously Ozzy Osbourne. Come on now. I did like Chicago too. I like a little bit of Chicago, but it can be sad. Oh, the Birds Room was playing Eric Clapton yesterday, but it was Tears in Heaven. And I was like, can I listen to this? Because this song makes me like sad, you know? But I did listen to it, and I was like, it's such a beautiful song. And I haven't heard that song in a very long time. They were also listening to Rod Stewart. I appreciate some Rod Stewart. Yeah, you're 103. Prove it. Yeah, it was like 1980 to 1990. I was like, yeah, you're 103 in here. You got some real glasses over there? I don't know what you're gonna ask, but you may get hidden. Yeah, little yummy. Sad. Sad times. But if we like jump somewhere else, I said recently too, I love Amy Winehouse. Love her. She was misunderstood. They effed her up. She was like an amazing artist. I remember I used to drive my first car like with the T-tops off and like jam out to her music. Little Rich Girl, love it. Love it. Amy Winehouse was a beautiful soul. She still is, you know. I think she's at peace and like still making music in the heavens. I like Nirvana too, but I do have like mixed feelings as I get older and like cringe a little bit. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I support that. Um, who else? Avenged Sevenfold. No, maybe the feet stuff's a little too early, you know? I cannot. Thanks, David. They're hanging out over here. It's a little too warm out here. Although it's not as sunny as it normally is, I just feel so bad for them when it's so hot outside. But thanks. They love y'all's support. It's like, what did everyone do nowadays, you know? Yeah, the album cover. I saw something about how much trauma that kid went through or whatever. Whether he was just trying to get some money or a cut, which he should have gotten a cut anyways. Like, they made like trillions. But I don't know. There's like weird stuff behind all that. Like, even Linkin Park. You know, I used to love Linkin Park, and now like, after everything with Chester, it honestly makes me sad that nobody was really listening to the music because we felt like we could relate to it or like we vibed with it, whatever it was. But he was like literally crying out for help, you know? That makes me sad. Oh no, Mork's okay. Hold on. Oh, did he say something? This person is weird though. That one can definitely be gone. Yeah, Mork's okay. Mork is good vibes. 300 seconds. No. I'll see you tomorrow, Mork. Oh shit. The Verge, like what was their song? Freshman? Wow. I definitely have that on a CD somewhere. I was obsessed. Obsessed. Oh, let me think about like old CDs. What did I have on there? A lot of emo stuff. I used to love some red jumpsuit apparatus. I feel like that's a given too, but maybe not. I actually talked about the Cult before, like a few weeks ago, actually, because that's one of their songs was on. It was like called Sugar or something. It was on Tony Hawk's skateboard, and I used to love like playing and listening to that song. I think like GTA, you had more an option of changing the songs, but Tony Hawk it just like filtered through, so I'd get so stoked when it came on. It's okay. Yeah, Mork the Dork's cool. I don't like really mod everyone. I didn't mod for a long time, so I know bro probably is like a trigger word. But yeah, Mork the Dork is actually cool. Has said really nice things in the past. So shout out Mork Dork. I apologize. Things have been off the handles at times recently in here, and people have been triggered. At least you didn't get hidden, but I would have unhid you. Because as far as I know, Mork the Dork is just a dork. Yeah, they're triggers. It's fine. I'm gonna remove that one too, so we don't trigger nobody else either, you know? But yeah, I understand. So I was like, oh no! Mork's okay! Wait, what, John? I thought you were talking about The Verge, which is, I read that wrong. Don't be rude. Come on now. I'll give you a shot to redeem yourself. Yes, Rage Against the Machine. I was talking about earlier that my best guy friend used to always try to get me to go to concerts, and I really fell through on a lot of them, but that was one of them. Yeah, definitely. And then Rise Against. There was a lot of those angry guys. I remember I watched like a tour of Disturbed, and they were like all so thrilled to be knocking out each other's teeth and shit, bleeding, moshing. Limp Biscuit, what? Wow, there's one Limp Biscuit song that I like know. For sure, for sure. There's a few of them, but I'm so bad at names, y'all. I say that all the time. I have to literally pull out my rock playlist of all the things that I have. I I remember me and my best friend would sometimes miss the bus, and her this other chick that rode the bus too, her older brother used to take us to school, and he would let us listen to Limp Bizkit. We thought we were like the shit. Hold on, let me grab my other phone because I'm like, there's so many. Come on, oh boy. That's funny. Panera. That's what that reminds me of. No, there's the other one too. Hold on, let me get back on the bike. I only have like under 3 miles. Some serious stuff. All right. I've named a few of them already, but hold on. I was talking about Metallica earlier, though. Hold on a second. Um. Oh my God. Don't push it over here, demo. Green Day. I was talking about Green Day the other day, the last day of September. It is hard to have one favorite. So I was like, yeah, this will be a good little conversation haver, you know? Because you could like all kinds of different forms of rock. You could love it all, or maybe just a little piece of a rock corner, you know? There's so much. How did I forget? Seether, y'all. Come on. That was literally the first thing I saw. Oh, and Breaking Benjamin. Diary of Jane. Wow. Okay, well, let's get real emo for like 5 seconds. Ohio is for lovers. That one throws me. Those songs like were so sad. Especially the one, y'all know what I'm talking about as soon as I say it, and don't put it in the chat. If you know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But that was like something we shouldn't have been listening to. Papa Roach. I still have a Papa Roach CD. Yeah, random. We'll chat more music soon. Thanks for coming in. Excuse me. Mister, I have a Corvette. I think I'm so fucking cool. Like, you probably don't have one. And even if you did, I still wouldn't think you're cool. And now you're gone forever. Good job. Aerosmith, Van Halen, yeah. Led Zeppelin. I had a Led Zeppelin CD in my car for a while, but it kind of got like it definitely got scratched up, and it would be so annoying every time I turn on the car. Like sometimes it wasn't scratched up and it was like normal, or that would turn on and it's like it was like awful. So I was like, this thing's gotta go. I was like, it's gotta go. No, I'm not from Ohio. It was like Virginia is for lovers, but Ohio is for lovers. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that one's a no forever. Definitely straight, but I'm not like, yeah, let's hone in here. Like, what the fuck? Story of the year. Until I, you know? Hold on, I'm gonna mute this real quick. It was actually Hawthorne Heights, Ohio is for lovers. Like, I was like, that's a long band name. I don't think that's right. It's Hawthorne Heights. But they sang Ohio is for lovers. That was like the real emo song. Do you have Pokemon cards? It's not worth the trade though. Oh, here's another one, y'all. Puddle of Mud. She effing hates me. We the Kings. That was a little like boy band emo wannabe rock, but it's not rock. Cute is what we aim for. Oh, I love Cute is what we aim for. I definitely had a lot of their songs on repeat. What the hell going on? Oh, Mayday Parade. My rock playlist is like a little all over because I have some of my emo stuff in there. Is that a band, mister? Oh, I listen to rap too. Don't get it twisted. I listen to everything, y'all. That was just something I was throwing out there. I listen to a little bit of everything, for sure. I got some Tupac shirt, a Ice Cube shirt, but I could go like a little gangster. Like I used to love me some Waka Flocka. Little Wayne was okay, and then just really got overplayed. Now I can't stand him. I really don't care for Drake, and Kendrick Lamar like done ruined him. So I can't really look at the same now, even for some of the songs I did like. And plus Degrassi. That's all I gotta say about that. Let me think. Chief Keef. I do like some like trap EDM though, like a remix. I'm trying to think because now I went over to my rock playlist. Let me go to my gangster playlist. Hold on a second. They hear my fucking neighbor out there, and they really don't like him. Give me a second. I got 5 on it. That one's a good one. I love the way Tupac thought. What up, Tommy? What up, Tommy Pickles? Honestly, Tupac, though, literally had some real views about life, and, like, I feel like he was very spiritual, too. Like, and you look back on some of the documentaries and stuff, and, like, you still never really know how people are. But he had some really, like, peaceful thoughts, like, of how the world should be and thoughts. Hold on a second. I'm about to literally, like, tell him, can you fucking get away from the fucking door? Hold on. Interrupting my biking. I mean, they're doing their job. I'm not mad at them, but it's, like, annoying. It's like, you're fucking purposely doing that shit. Stain? Yeah, I said they're literally one of my favorite bands. I'm like, there's a hair somewhere. Here we go. I was like, where is that? They're definitely top. They're like number one for sure. I don't know when Aaron Lewis started doing a little country though. I wasn't really about it. How's it going, Tom? Is that hidden? Yeah, let's. Oh no, I didn't mean to remove that one. Oops. Sorry, Adam. What about the other one though? What up, Tom? Tom and Thomas? I said what up to Tom already, but I missed Thomas's. What up? Rick Astley, is that country? That sounds country. I'm really bad with names though. Oh, back to rap? Kendrick Lamar. I definitely listen to some Gucci back in the day. Come on now. ASAP. 50 Cent. That was my first rap CD. And my dad, of course, got me the non-explicit version, but I still was thug lifing it on the bus at like 10. Oh my gosh. I don't know what you heard about me. Oh, let's not do none of that. Migos. That was weird though with one of the Migo rappers. Is that real or not? You know, I'm not going down a rabbit hole, but that is kind of crazy. Some wild stuff. Hey, Jax. I fucking was jumping around, y'all. The dogs threw me a little bit because I was like, is he by the fucking door? Like, I had to check on it too. Fleetwood Mac, yes. I continuously put Fleetwood Mac on for the birds. I don't know about that one. Dear Mama, yes. Yeah. Go on and go get out of here. Get. My heart burns. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of Heart for some reason. I love some Heart. Oh, thanks, Nathan. What up? Wow, I wish I gave two fucks about your weird, not a compliment, but insult. Thanks. I wish I had a fuck to give. Actually, I don't. Wow, I'm so glad you're like done. Maybe later, like those can just be hidden. Like I'm not telling anyone how to live the mod life, and like I said, I'll hide them when I get to them. So I don't expect anybody to do anything, but I don't time those out. I just straight up fucking hide them. Like you can go go fart in someone else's mouth. Like what do you want from that? Like you clearly have to be like 12 years old, and if you're not, like there has to be other people like you. Like there used to be a person, I'm pretty sure I hid them though. Because it got really obsessive. They used to ask me to put on the gloves all the time. Y'all may have seen that person or another one because there was one a few weeks ago. Everyone has their like fetishes and stuff, but go find those people. Like, unless someone's on their live stream literally saying these things, like, I don't know. Is what true? I'm like, Nathan, we just met. You, what do you mean? Yeah, I think that's how it works for like even Tom too sometimes. I think Tom is like, what the fuck is Dutchie talking about? I several of my people, but we vibe because I think we're different, and different isn't a bad thing, y'all. Like, it can be uplifting. We could see the world in a different lens or perspective that maybe we never even pondered, you know? I have fun with it because I like to be different. I have a little bit of like everything. I've like moved around so much as a kid, and I've seen so many different like walks of life that I don't know. Life's like too short to be so serious all the time, and just be who you want to be. You'll find the right people, and if you don't, you don't. And even then, like on the political standpoint, we won't get into that, but I um I have friends of all friends, like of all different things. It works out. I don't know how sometimes, but I'm like, oh, that's what it is. It's just like the hateful, really, really nasty stuff that I'm just not gonna work with, you know? Like, I can understand like where people are mean to one another because someone was mean to you. You feel like you have to react, and that's not right either. But like, you know, I don't know. A lot of mixed feelings. I'm like, wait a minute, you done hit a heartstring. I was like, wait a minute. You come around in one chat and you're like, we don't agree about shit, but I like you. Hooba stink. Oh my god, the reason. Oh, they used to play that song so fucking much. The video, I still kind of like remember that music video. Because you know, y'all be watching the music TV videos, MTV music videos in the morning and switching to VH1. I don't know about Vanilla Ice, yo. It's okay, Tom. A pleasure to have you here, sir. Hope you had a good day. Off to Friday. Yeah, I said Avenged Sevenfold. Rock on. I remember the pew pew control. I'm just gonna delete that for the chat, but I remember. I ain't seen, I don't know. No, I remember. I'm Asino. Come on, y'all. I get a little behind in the chat, and sometimes I'd be mixing up a little bit of things here and there with information because I do talk a lot, and then I have like conversations with new people, and then my people, like, so I just I mix things up a little bit, but I'm not senile. Come on now, I remember. Why do you think I was like, what up? Because I remember. Wait, what? Maybe later? Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, Jax, that's fucking nuts. Well, if that doesn't start your morning off, holy Toledo. That's crazy. You heard all six? You were laying there like, what the? Wow. That's insane. Wait, what? Yeah, I said I need to start teaching a class. I wouldn't even call them men for the ones that come in here acting all raunchy and shit. I'm like, you're never, ever gonna get a woman that way. You're definitely never gonna get laid. Nevertheless, even a smooch, you know, like with some of the things y'all say. And that's probably why you say it, because you feel like, yeah, maybe they'll like it, or yeah, I'm just gonna talk nasty to women and shit because of XYZ. Like, makes no sense. I'm like, we need to teach a class. I'll let you know when I schedule. Yeah, thanks for noticing, 4K. I do like the pink ones. You'll switch it out. I had these in the office. I was wearing them in the office and they look really cool with all the colors and stuff. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear orange out there today. I'm gonna bike it up. I'm almost at 4 miles. Way less than yesterday, and I gotta take the dogs out real soon before this rain. But what up? How are you? Just got back from work. Are you off this weekend? I agree, Adam. I was in debate club, y'all. I love a good discussion and good facts. Like, remove emotions, and sometimes that could be a little tough for me because I am an empath. But if we can remove emotions and really be factual, we can really get down to business. I do like to be lighthearted about it because here's this little chuckle nut over here again. Hold on. And he knows I take the dogs out. Like, it's annoying because I'm like, the dogs. It's annoying. Anyways, I'm like filling this workout and I'm like trying to stay in the zone. But yeah, I definitely like a good discussion because you can really learn from people, even if we disagree. Maybe we walk away like, they had some valid points, even though I don't stand with that. Like, maybe they had a couple valid points that I can take away from that. Sometimes it's not, and you're like, I don't know what the F they're talking about, and I'm absolutely out. Imagine, like, when I did, like, the debate club in school, I also did a political club. And usually the debate club was still political. It was like both sides against each other. And then you had a couple like people that were just like neutral ish. Now that I'm like wiser, I can be on a little bit on both sides. I just don't like the viewings of how things come off and how they're portrayed and also how they're said from more of the Republican side. And I don't really stand entirely with Democratic. I'm more like independent, but if anything, I'm really, as I get wiser on my journey, the government don't care about none of us. So it's just like a sports thing where they pin us against each other to have like bets on who's gonna win and do XYZ. Like our futures and our health is like not funny. And I don't think that's like something we should be like arguing about with like emotions. It should be factual stuff. And there's a lot of emotions when it comes to like the government. Anyways. Oh my gosh, in front of your house? Did you have it on camera? That's crazy though, Jax. I had SWAT here like a month ago and I was like, oh shit, they blocked off the whole street and everything. That's insane though. Did you look it up on the news? Was it on the news too? I'm assuming. Yeah, 4K. I'm for real. Some of the shit these people say, I'm like, it's never gonna happen for you. It's on the fucking cards. You become that movie. But now it's 90-year-old V, you know? No, it's okay, Tom. He's just like quoting me. 4K is cool. Tom's like, no. Like, not a chance. She left you 4 months before? Oh, shit. I mean, is there a reason? I don't know. I'm just asking. Or maybe do I want the answer? If there's not, like, you didn't do anything wrong, then, I mean, it all depends on why the hell you were in prison, you know? Yeah, it gets wild over there. A boats in Canada. What are your feelings about Degrassi, Nathan? Drake's originator. Have you talked to her? Oh, I forget you're there too, Jax. Interesting. I don't know. I guess with like Luna and Aaron and stuff, I thought you knew each other just like through YouTube then. Did you? Oh my gosh, you guys are like down the street from each other. That's crazy. You'll probably seen the same shit on the news. You see Jax in the background like, hey, and Jax is the dog, y'all. Oh, that's crazy. Small world, y'all. You're gonna have to figure that out, Hawks. Wow. What up, Leroy? That's crazy. Small world. I don't know about the mistress stuff. I don't know about all that. What? You went live searching for something better? Wow. Never telling you what's on my playlist again. Wow. What's your horoscope sign, random? I don't know. They still give me shit about my channel name. It's wild to me, but yes, he also has a Dutch Shepherd. Oh, you have two channels? Do they wear denim? That's cool. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Oh, Yankee Doodle. Oh, Tom, I actually found out some news about Andy. I was waiting for a couple people to come in, and I just thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, Tom. Obviously, I want to tell a couple people that knew Andy. Nathan's like, they're not dressed in denim. What are they dressed in? Like normal cop suits? Hey Emily, are we being passive aggressive or are we being girls? Because I haven't picked it up yet. I'm like, cause I'll have to shut it down, girl. I'm like, we can poke jokes, but don't. I'm just deciding if you're like drinking the haterade or not. 10 seconds and you're good to go. Tom's holding him back in the DDJ. He's like, 4K, your time is up. Going on boot. Tom, did you hide Polly the other day? Do you remember? Because Polly's actually good vibes, and I felt bad. And I mentioned I went on the desktop to see because I thought I hit someone just playfully giving them a timeout. And I didn't, but I saw Polly in the DDJ, and I was like, oh shit, what did Polly do? And I don't know who remembers putting him out and why. But I let Polly come back because Polly seems like good vibes. They're in full denim uniform. Oh, okay. I'm just for now, like forever, imagining them wearing denim. Tom's like, oh no, I remember. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. I'm about to take the dogs out in a second, y'all. Because it definitely looks like it's gonna rain. My damn neighbor out there. Young Thug is cool too, y'all. But I'm all over the place. Go back. If I go back to rock, what about some Slipknot? Jack's Mannequin, that's kind of like an emo band, but I did enjoy them too. Alice in Chains, Buck Cherry. Who remembers Buck Cherry? Damn, that crazy. And y'all can finish the rest, but don't type it in the chat. My Chemical Romance, Jimmy Eat World, yes. Of course, Evanescence, Panic at the Disco, Armor for Sleep, Pepper. I love some Pepper. That's kind of like more reggae though. Godsmack. Yeah, I said Godsmack. I was talking about it maybe this morning or yesterday that I knew a family that the daughter and the dad would play on drums and guitar, and they knew Godsmack and Disturbed so well. So well. Yeah, I know you're not. You're like way different than Bama. Bama just straight up hit him. You're like, oh, I can take some sense of humor. Hence the conversation that was had in here last night where everyone got their messages deleted. And I can look past some stuff too, you know, most definitely. I support that my people don't want me being talked to like fucking like trash and these people being sleazy to me. But I'm also like that as well. I'm like, I mean, sticks and stones, you know? Nickelback. Wow. I actually heard them on the radio a couple weeks ago and I sent a picture to my best friend. What about, let me see. I'll give a couple more and I'm gonna take the pups out real quick. Let's see. Spill Canvas, that's very emo, but love them. Stone Template. Stone Temple, not Template. The Killers, Pearl Jam. What the hell have I been talking about? Pearl Jam all day. I liked Keen too. The Steve Miller Band. That's not exactly rock, but the Joker. But I also could do like Two Door Selenia Club. Yeah, I'm all over. Fuel. Yes. Red Hot Chili Peppers, duh. 3 Days Grace. Yeah. Trap too. Oh my gosh. And I mentioned them earlier, but I have to say it again. Tool. And Radiohead. Come on now. Well, you're doing good, random. Are you Googling this? I wasn't sure about the wasp. I was like, wait, is it just like, is there a wasp in here? Because sometimes the wasp be getting in here. I was like, wait a minute, let me look around. I'm kind of just trying to be one with those type of things because you start acting a fool, they're probably going to sting you. Where did you thump a bully at? Almost got 5 miles. BRB, I'm gonna take the dogs out. Got like a lot darker, and I'm gonna start my quinoa. So BRB, hold on. Dun, 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 dun. And please like and subscribe. All right, BRB. Insert some rock music now. Go ahead, Tom. Take it away. Sing us a song. Chop suey. Okay, for real. BRB. Cut that grass, boys. What up, Rumple? Hold on, I'll be back soon. I'm gonna put it on the fish tank. And the light's being possessed. Hold on. What up? Oh my gosh, I know Bohemian Rhapsody in like the back of my hand. Oh, mama. Ooh. What up, Sesame Street and Bama too? What up, y'all? Dang, maybe later hold down the floor. And Harchest too. And Mella. What? That should be hidden. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. Another one bites the dust. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it moves you. That's right. What up, peeps? How you doing? Howdy doody. The chick across the street likes to watch this little Yorkie POS, and he loses his shit every time he sees us. And it's funny, she had asked me at one point to help her find a bigger dog. I'm like, girl, you can't even walk this 5-pound dog. Literally losing it. She didn't even know what to do. She was like trying to drag him up the driveway, and the dog was just losing his shit. My Belgian and him had beef at one point. My Dutch could care less. He's like, haters gonna hate. But my Belgian had beef with the dog at one point, and I was so proud of him. Like, he didn't even care today. I was like, that's good, that's good. He don't like when people talk smack. You're a Swiftie? I fucking knew it. What else can we remember from the past? I should go get my other phone. I got an oldies playlist. Hold on, let me grab my other phone. Y'all, I literally have like mixes that have all kinds of random music on it, but I have like country, I got rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it. I got like some EDM, just some vibe out music, some like reggae, oldies but goodies. I got a mix of stuff, y'all. Throwbacks. Throwbacks are fun. Let me go back to throwbacks. Well, actually, let me go to oldies first since that's why I got the phone. Let me see. Yeah, look, the light in the garage is flickering. Is like, must be doing something wrong. Oh my gosh, Talking Heads. What were we thinking? That's like a classic, y'all. The Talking Heads, This Must Be the Place. That's the wrong beat, but you know what I mean. I feel like every generation starts to say that and kind of show how old we are. Mela, I forgot how old you are. How old are you? Are you like an old soul, or are you an old soul? Oh, we cannot forget the Eagles and Daryl Hall. Come on now, and John Oates. Or Eddie Money. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is a treasure. I still have my old iPod too. It actually is a newer old iPod. It's probably like one of the last. I don't think they make iPods anymore, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's pretty old. I would have to pull that out and see what music I have on there. I have no idea. Probably similar to Spotify, but Free Fallin'. Free Fallin' sounds like something else. What about John Mellencamp, y'all? You cannot forget about Johnny. Van Morrison, Brown Eye Girl. Yeah, I remember them. Duh. Um, did you, what was auto-tune? The Queen? Queen Bohemian? Oh, I thought we were the same-ish age. But when you were like, I like Yellow Wolf, I'm like, I don't know, you can't be that old. Hold on, let's ask. Maybe later, do you know who Yellow Wolf is? I'm not calling you old. Oh, I'm done. Yeah, that's what I call it. Wiser, not older. The Doobie Brothers. I'm not laughing at you. Maybe later I'm laughing with you. Maybe laughter. That's what I was gonna say. He's like, actually, no. And I was like, that was the test. That's like Roblox, but not. I'm dead. Yeah, I was like, he hasn't been around that long, right? Heart, you gotta love some Heart. Oh my gosh, I don't know how this got on my oldies playlist, but you got Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. Oh, Come On Elaine, that is a goodie. Yeah, that is true. I didn't mean to piss through the chat. I just jumped right in. I was like, I didn't know if anyone was still out there because I'd been gone for a little bit. Oh, we know. I love some Hootie and the Blowfish. New Kids on the Block, I saw them in concert, but I left. I thought they were so fucking lame, but they were in concert with like Nelly, TLC, and New Kids on the Block. That's a whole nother story for another day. That shit was wild. Matchbox 20, y'all. Or Blind Melon. Oh my gosh. These are some good ones. Oh, what about Counting Crows? Uptown Girl. What about some Billy Joel? I'll go back to saying The Cure was the shit too, because they are. I'll say that again. I'm really bad with artists, but I most definitely love some British rap though. And my bird loves it too. It must be like the British roots, but I've always loved British rap. Oh shit. Hold on. No. I told you I'm bad at artists. I'd have to go through my Spotify and find some songs. But it's been like a mix of like beats with some Brit rap in it. Metallica, yes, I said that earlier. You said Backstreet Boys? Oh my gosh. You loved it. Stop playing. I'm dead. Oh my gosh. One of my Brits that come in here brought up the Gummy Bear song or the Gummy Bear show the other like week. Joe. I can't either, Drew. Like I genuinely couldn't. Neil Diamond, what? That's cool. Yeah, I wouldn't, I don't ever want to imagine the world without that. But you know, as I've gotten wiser on my journey, I still listen to music, of course. But I've really become like one with like my thoughts and my feelings, and music can persuade that sometimes. I think it can be good and bad. But it is definitely what you like pump into your brain. And it always reminds me of Saved by the Bell when they talked about subliminal messages. And that shit stuck with me. And I used to watch Saved by the Bell so much. But it's so true. There's so many subliminal messages in so many things, especially music. So I am more mindful than when I was younger. Like I go back sometimes even with like my music that I don't listen to as much. And I'm like, wow, I was like really pumping this into my brain. Good music is definitely good for a good exercise. But I will say, biking on the live though, y'all get me chatting and I just get rolling, you know. So I do think it is about in a workout, keeping your mind busy too, so it doesn't feel like a workout, which is why I love gardening. But it can motivate in so many ways. There's like music without words, and you can still feel things. Like I feel like on my path of getting wiser, I listen to a lot of music without words or very little words, and it can still paint a picture. So don't think I'm anti-music, because that's definitely not true. But I am more mindful than when I was younger, listening to all kinds of wild shit. Because even when you listen to like thug music, you start to feel like a thug, right? Like you listen to sad music, you start to feel sad. You listen to like music that may be memories that you can't really sometimes want to tolerate. You know, you move on. You're like, oh, let me not listen to this song, or I can't listen to this because of XYZ. It's kind of crazy how that works. But with anything, there's good and bad, right? I really appreciate like people chiming in on the music. I'm like, okay, I'll have like more questions for music in the future. Like, what do you think about this artist? What do you think about this band? Or different genres. The only thing I can't really vibe with is like opera. Although that Ordinary song is so catchy, that shit was in my head for days. I've never heard it. What is Braveheart? Is that a show? I said that earlier. Like, Flyleaf is a Christian band, I believe, and then Killswitch Engage. And Killswitch Engage. Oh, I haven't watched WWE Raw in like forever. I told you I tried to get back into it last year or the year before for WrestleMania to laugh with my best friend, and I just couldn't handle it. I was like, this shit's so fake, I just can't pretend. When you're a kid, you're like, yeah, 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 get 'em, and then, I don't know, I can't see it. I can't see it any other way. It's not real. I can see how it could be fun with a good group of people if you're just like joking around, reliving your childhood. Who's that? Who's that? Maybe later. You still crying over there? You need some tissues, man? What, Little Mermaid? Yeah, you need to go rinse off. I remember when my cousin came to visit me from Jersey, He's like, do you mind if I go rinse off? And I was like, excuse me? And I was like, with the hose? And he's like, no, like a shower. I was like, you can use the hose outside if you want, but it's like probably indecent exposure. I do like some Ed Sheeran. I don't know if I've heard that. Is that a newer song? Thanks for stopping by, Mella. Oh, it's an opera dude. Oh my gosh. Under the Sea. I'll have to start playing It's Closing Time. Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm not going to play any music. Maybe one day we'll have a jam out sesh. I used to when I first started living. What about Third Eye Blind, y'all? Oh, the Fugees. Yes. Me softly with his song. With his word. Oh, you cannot forget Gwen Stefani, No Doubt. Come on. I used to get through some things with No Doubt and Gwen Stefani, even though they're the same person, but obviously No Doubt was a band, so you definitely can't like underlook them as a band because they were badass. And Four Non-Blondes. I step outside and I get real, and I said, what's going on? I used to like some Sheryl Crow too, but I don't really like, I would listen to Kid Rock in the back day, but I'm not like really a fan of any Kid Rock nowadays. I'm like, nah, just a girl. Literally, that was a song that I saw when I saw No Doubt, because I was looking back, I was like, I'm so bad with names when I think too hard. What about Jen Blossoms? I used to love Jen Blossoms. Macy Gray. I try. Oh shit. Oh wow, Eiffel 65. Blue bada dee da da da. They try to remake that song so many times. Oh, literally, Alanis Morissette. Mumbo number 5. That's not right, but you get what I'm saying. I said, hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Ace of the Base, yes. Do, 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 do. Or OMC, How Bizarre. How Bizarre. I used to love that song. Or Crazy Town, Butterfly. Oh yeah, you're trying to find some cool jams. Memory reboot. I literally have the What's Up song in my head now. Hey, hey, I said, hey, what's going on? I step outside, or hold on, in the morning I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real deep. And I said, hey, what's going on? I'm gonna give a bless everybody's heart that listens to my shenanigans, because y'all need it. Holla! Yeah, everyone left. They're like, get out of here. We gonna go on and get Dutchie singing and piercing our eardrums. It's gonna be my new thing now. I said, hey. That's hilarious. You know, honestly, when I hear that song, I think of a friend that I had that rolled up to my house in her Beetle, and it was a convertible Beetle to paint a picture, and she was blasting that song. And then there was another time she rolled up in the same Beetle blasting the I Don't F With You song, and they're like total opposites, and she's like not someone that listens to rap a lot at all, so just paint a picture. I'm glad it was like the first time you've ever heard it. For real, that shit's like in my head now. And I'll take a deep breath. I'm like, you sure? You know what you got yourself into? Pure shenanigans. Shenanigans. Them scallywags, but not me. I'm cool, remember? You're cool too, maybe later. I think we've met in a past life. You said you were like 85, right? No, I'm just kidding. We really could have met in a past life. I say that about people that I feel like I vibe with, like almost immediately. I'm like, yeah, it's a past life thing. We'll figure it out along the way, like whereabouts and how. Little inklings, you know? Yeah, it really does. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point? I couldn't agree with that more. Yeah, you get what you put out there. Although I don't ask for the squirrels, man. I used to have beef with the wildlife squirrel because they'd always steal all the seed. But now I got the squirrelies in here and I'm just like, oh no. But I'm cool with the squirrels now. Like, I feed a couple of them. They're like my regulars. And they actually keep away the rats, which I don't want. So interesting how that works, but no trolls is what I meant, you know? You picking up what I'm laying down? I said, hey, what's going on? The universe knew that you needed shenanigans. Bama! Yeah, you old farts over here. You're like, Rush be giving me a rush. What up? Yeah, I like psychology though, so I'm not saying I enjoy it, but sometimes I see people are just wearing a shell and that's not really who they are. And if I can like divinely just like maybe poke at that and like break the shell a little bit, then it's worth it to me because I think that some people are just, I don't know, I've been a hardball too, and I sense that energy from people, and I also sense when people have teddy bear inside and they just been through a lot of stuff. Now, absolutely, there's people that are just like on no return, like no matter what. But I'm wise enough to sense that. But the other person, it was just interesting. Even if they were trying to troll me, it was interesting. They were still giving some kind of knowledge of like YouTube background or things that should maybe be tiblets, you know? Not anything I didn't really know, but it is interesting once again to paint a picture of like how a lot of those people are exactly like the other dude, not Polly. I still think that Polly is good vibes until proven otherwise, so I forgot Nickelback is Canadian. That's one of those things I forget. I heard their song Beverly Hills the other day, and ew, kind of sad and gross to think about. And then I said earlier there was another one that came on. Beverly Hills was like maybe like a month ago, and then there was one like a week or two ago on in the car on the radio. And I took a picture to my best friend. I was like, oh my God, Nickelback. I do like some Mudvayne. I didn't say Mudvayne earlier. Love me some Mudvayne. Bama, you missed me singing. Yeah, this one may be an old one for you. Or a young one for you, should I say. Mudvayne. If you know, you know. But apparently you don't know. I gotta keep it old school with you, you know. Anything Van Halen. Ungrateful Dead or Grateful Dead. Polly, I knew you were out there. I knew you were out there. Your ears were burning. Or your eyes were. You can hang out there. Ain't nobody holding you here, Polly. But we were just talking about you. Donna, is that a coincidence or were you here? The world may never know. Nope and yes. Yes and nope. Polly's channel hopping. Yeah, like I said, Polly said he saw you in another channel as well. Small world. Find out what? You lost me, old man. Oh, I love me. Oh man, you need to get them by like the pounds, the Hawaii chocolates, the macadamian ones. Oh my god. The best thing ever created. So good. Although the last time I got the box of them, like, I know someone that when they come visit, they bring boxes. And it's like the best thing ever. And the last time, oh, I was grateful regardless, but I feel like they were like skimping on the chocolate. I was like, what is happening? They're like smaller. Yeah, those things are fire. I was like, I know. If you know, you know. If you know, it's better so I can eat more boxes of them. So good. So good. The best thing ever. I dream about them. I can make some good cookies, believe that. But I ain't making those. That that can't be me. Oh no. That sounds phenomenal. What? That's crazy. I'm gonna need a bunch of them. I bet they're expensive though. I haven't really tried to search for macadamian. Subway has really good macadamian cookies, but I haven't eaten Subway in decades. I don't even remember the last time I ate Subway. But they do have really good macadamian cookies. I will. I will. I'll be like, can I have the Polly special? Is it like, oh, those they kind of look like popcorn bags, but they're not with the nuts in them. They're like in little plastic bags. I don't know. I can't think of where they sell them right now. Like fairgrounds maybe, like oh, like the beach. They sell them by the beach too. I'm like, where have I seen these? But those are so good. No jokes. I'm just being serious. They're fire. What up, Super Mario? What color is your aura? Oh, is it from Hawaii? Because I don't know if you knew that about maybe later that he's there, but that's why I was talking about those chocolates. That makes more sense. Oh, that could be dangerous, Polly. Oh, that could be bad. I literally just fly on the airplane so I can get the popcorn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't don't hold up. You don't owe me any obligations. I'm gonna get out of here soon, anyways. Be back tomorrow. The use. I got my dinner laid out. Chilling with the pups and the birthdays. Eat and chill, you know? Is it like source there? Is that why? Asking for a friend. Is it like actual like popcorn though and it just tastes like macadamia? Is there sweetness to it? I'm not asking for a friend, I'm asking for me. I got a mean sweet tooth though, y'all. I've gotten better throughout the years, but oh man, brownies don't last long here at all. As soon as they're made, they're almost gone. But that goes really for anything like cookies, all of that. Ain't no shame in my game. Even the chocolate, I guess. Wow. That kind of like paints a picture on how gardening must be there. No, I'll keep you posted on that P.O. box though. I'm like, oh man, y'all gained like 900 pounds. Nah, never, but oh man, that could be dangerous. Okay, Polly. Green like your background? Both of you have green backgrounds too. It's kind of funny. Twinning. I like how maybe later your profile picture looks like you're having like the angles going on. The MySpace angles. Yeah, Polly has a bush and then maybe later has some landscape with whatever's in the corner over there. Poppin'. The green boys. The macadamian boys. What was your profile picture? Like a dating profile? Yeah, no one's holding here, Polly. You come back as you please. You can come and go as you please. I'm like, we'll open up the door. Don't tell me you were on Tinder. What you doing or how you doing? Yeah, they're high on life. Nah, you were like, how you doing? I'm done. I know what you mean, Grandpa. I'm gonna start calling you, what are they, Sinye? Is that right? I don't want to say that wrong, though. Is, young grasshopper is what I should be calling you as a joke. Maybe that's what I'm gonna call you. Young grasshopper. Yeah? Did you tell me what kind of dogs do you have again? Is always concerned about life. What, trying to always figure it out? They're both like glued to my hip. They're both like literally right next to me right now. They'll do their own thing every now and then, but they're really never far. They're always very close by. I knew you were on Tinder. Somebody told me they saw you on there. You're right. Did you tell me that? I'm like, it feels like deja vu slightly. I know we talked about the other stuff and how you told me you're like, I don't agree with you, but you're cool. I'm sure they keep you on your toes. I love labs. My uncle had a lab, and you'll never guess what his name was. His dog. Woof woof. Oh. They said, "What'd you say about my mama?" What, concern for you? Or like high alert, like thinking something's gonna pop off? No, you were on Tinder. Oh, don't tell me you're the swindler. I saw that on, I think it was like Hulu. Well, maybe they're picking up on like anxiety, you know? Animals are very intuitive. And they obviously don't always speak in like word like that. Like they'll try to speak sometimes and speak in dog, but they speak in like behaviorals and pick up on energy for sure. Maybe they're that's like their protective instincts. But they're super fast, right? Bing bing bing. How old are your dogs? Maybe later, do you have any animals besides your boar? You gotta start naming the boars. We can name one Snore and then the other one Babe. Do you have anything for them to herd? Not hurt, but herd? What? Pink Floyd? What? I was listening to Wish You Were Here earlier when I was mopping the house. It reminds me of an angel. Well, let me scroll up. 6 dogs at one time. Oh my gosh. I would never tell anyone to fill a house. I don't know about a kennel, but fill a house if they don't want to. But maybe you should get a pup again, you know? You still got time, you young grasshopper. But they are a lot of work. But they're not at the same time. It's like a good happy medium. I love my little rascals. Oh, so she's retired now? The collie. Wow, that sounds like a household maybe later. Yeah. The little dogs, man, they be having little dog syndrome. There was a little Yorkie out in the street earlier that literally tried to fight us, and I was like, relax. And the girl don't know what she's doing, and I'm like, it's crazy. Yeah, you can't control everything. Little dogs be nuts. We had another Yorkie literally pop off the leash and attack us in the yard. And thank God my boys were just kind of like, I felt bad for them in the situation, but the dog went fucking nuts. The owner didn't apologize, nothing. I was like, get your fucking dog, lady. Like, I'm like, you're lucky that dog's not game over tonight. Like, all it took is one word, and my pups were looking at me like, Mom, are you serious right now? I was wearing boots and pants, otherwise, the dog would have been biting me too. It's crazy. Seeing Pink Floyd must have been amazing, for real, for real. What's another show you've seen? Yeah, my dad runs himself pretty hard sometimes. Like I have to like cut ball with him because he definitely he just will keep going and going and going, and then like when it's like break time, he's just like trying to really get back to like normal brain. Leave it. And the Belgian too. But the Belgian has like little butterfly tendencies sometimes of like, okay, well I can move on. Like I'm not as obsessed. But the Dutchie is like, we'll keep going, just forever keep going. Both high energy for sure, but different things and same ways too. Metallica, I was talking about them earlier, how my dad had won tickets from the radio. That was such a big thing back in the day, like winning things from the radio. That's awesome. Well, I don't know. Now you lost me. Who's George? Do you know maybe later? I'm good with some names and bad with most. You know, you're not kidding. You were on Tinder. That's pretty cool. Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. Because we know they're getting up there with like Ozzy status. We won't wish that upon them, you know? Oh no, we care. We care. I may not know all of them, but we care. Come on now, that's why I asked the question. I want to know because people were saying who they seen as well, and I was talking about it in this morning's live about how I still would like to see some people's before it's too late, you know. No, who's that? I know POD, but is that Punk? I don't really know. I'm all over the place. I could do some country too, y'all. Oh my gosh, no day glow. What about REM? Yeah, I don't know. You may have lost me. It's not that we don't care. You just may have lost me. And maybe later is a geezer. He may know though. I could see him rocking out.